And we will be covering all of the playoff games here on NFHS Network, pardon me. So we'll be at the boys game tomorrow, and then I believe we'll be at the Child Center for the,
We will.
okay, for the, I would hope, championship game.
And the playoff games are actually going to be really interesting, especially with West Linn. Their next, assuming they win this, will be out, I think, Oregon City, right?
Yeah.
Oregon City, who was the number 5 seed, but in the coaches poll, they were just ranked number 1. So.
Yeah, and the kids are not treating them like a number 5 team, really. They're all talking to me about how they're so good.
Well, I assure you that team will be well prepared.
As Fulcher and Timms tip it off. It's won by the Westview.
Well, we've already talked about Timms, averaging over 11 points per game. She's going to be the focus of this defense for the Lions.
And she drops it off, gets it back.
And Alexis Meyer also, she averages just over 10 points a game. Their second leading scorer. She's number 3 out there.
And that's off Rudiger. Timms with 2 shots already.
We know that Westlake got off to a pretty slow start this season, and I think that has to be due to they only have one senior on this team, Caitlin Malvar. Do you think they can carry the momentum they have into the playoffs?
I mean, they've won 2 in a row, and momentum is a big part of sports, so you never know. As Timms lays it in. So Coach D talked about her, and now there she is, making the first basket as Malvar tries to feed it to Fulcher.
Byram only a sophomore this year. She definitely has a lot of time to improve and help this team, but she's already a starting point guard, playing alongside Lexi Pritchard, who has the ball right now.
She misses, but rebounded by Rudiger, passes back to Malvar, off.
And three-point shooting is going to be a huge factor in this one.
Well, a couple games ago, Coach DeBrule said if we put up 43s, we are meeting our goal. So shooting threes is their big thing. Is missed underneath by Fulcher, and Timms crosses it up the court. And both teams relatively young. Talked about West Linn, and Westview only has 3 seniors.
Both teams could be title contenders for the next couple of years.
Timms
Look at the fight
underneath.
for that rebound. And just like we were talking about, number 3, Alexis Meyer puts it up and in.
As Byram missing, she's got to be on tonight. Kennedy Byram, if Weston wants to win this game, she gets a lot of points per game from that 3-point line.
She's very good at catching it on the perimeter and just that catch and shoot.
And she got the bucket there.
Watch out for this man-to-man defense from Westview. I know that was definitely one of the coach's focuses, and it definitely should be.
As Timms goes to the floor, wanted to whistle, but no call. Tossed it out of bounds on the way.
It looks like there's a little bit of confusion, but finally they inbound it. Watch for the high picks up top.
Lexi so good at getting to the rim, creating her own shot, just like her brother, and a carry is called on Kennedy Fulcher.
It seems to be a family trait, huh? The pick and roll. Her brother Peyton, so good at that.
Well, they work on it together. They both fast basketball, obviously owned by their parents, and they go and work out together and put up shots. As Katie McConnell, did you happen to see Fox News, Fox 12 Oregon did a profile on Peyton and Lexi on their sibling bond in basketball a few weeks ago. Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh, well, everyone should look that up.
What a shot. And they're going to call an and one. That is Kennedy Fulcher, number 15. She is a junior at West Linn.
And Dr. Bill Rhodes, the superintendent of the West Linn Wilsonville School District, in the house.
He has I think it's a grandson that goes to West Linn, Brandon Aragati. And she's going to make that one. With 5:10 remaining in the first quarter, West Linn is down 1, 6-5 to the number 22 seed, Westview Wildcats.
And a foul called. It's going to go on West Linn.
West Linn sports just keep reloading. I mean, you think about what's coming in store for West Linn football next year. Obviously, they're going to be a title contending team.
Number 1 in the polls.
They
so
did
far.
lose a lot, though. They lost some key receivers, definitely a lot on defense. But the players replacing them are pretty remarkable themselves. Then West Linn basketball is just going to be a factory for the next couple of years.
And Timms is listed as a forward and wing, I believe. And so she will play the point and also under the basket.
There was a change in what number would be worn. Number 33 for the Westview Wildcats. I can't quite read the first name, but it's Uwase will be number 33 because Lauren Walters is injured for this game.
So here's Lexi.
Watch for Malvar on the backside. Here's the screen that we've all been talking about.
Byram drops it to Wheeler, and she misses. Easy shot at the rim. You got to hit that.
Not too often that she misses those. Usually automatic.
And here's Timms off underneath. So
interesting that both teams are looking towards the inside early. Usually West Linn looks for the three-point shot, and that's going to be off.
They're usually a team that does look for the three-point shot, as you say, but not too many attempts so far. And deflected by Malvar, and she'll toss it up ahead to Lexi with the speed, and a foul called blocking. It'll go on number 15, Yu Ishii.
It'll be interesting to see how Westview responds to the pressure that West Linn's going to put on them. They've been running the full court press a lot in their recent games.
Both genders run that full court press with success.
Well, it's got to be pretty easy when you have such talented players on both rosters. Well, the West Linn student section, I don't know if you would say that they actually came out for the blackout, but I guess they were definitely supposed to. And Pritchard is going to be off with a second.
It's Tuesday night.
School night.
Tough to get out. Homework.
I bet you that tomorrow night's game is going to be packed, though. They've got a tough matchup, too.
Barlow?
You know, Barlow, I think, I was watching some film with some of the players, and they were very aggressive on defense. Obviously, I don't think they're too much of a threat to West Linn at this point.
They haven't faced that much defensive intensity.
Usually teams try to zone them, and with the ball movement that goes around at West Linn, both boys and girls, the zone defense just is not going to work.
So another turnover for Westview.
Looks like Brooke Landis, sophomore, is going to check into the game. Tia Wheeler with the screen up top.
There's Pritchard.
That one's going to be off. Wheeler with the rebound, though, and she's going to go up with it, and that's it.
How about those Blazers? They're playing pretty well.
They just beat the New York Knicks in New York. Obviously, they have Robin Lopez, who was on the roster last year for the Blazers, 105-84.
They're playing so well, better than anyone.
Watch out, if they get that 5th seed and they're playing the Clippers, that'd be a pretty favorable matchup for the Blazers.
And Byram's tripped up by number 22, Nicole Flinnow.
So far, Portland's actually responding pretty well, because in the past, they've been pretty good before the All-Star break, and then they kind of fall off. And so far, they're definitely playing to actually above their expectations.
So 8-6 here in this first quarter, 2 minutes remaining. As Lexi dribbles around. Westview fans getting into it for some reason as Swan airballs it. Terrible shot. Bad miss by Megan. But
here's the pressure that we've been talking about. West Linn trying to double the ball up top, and it's going to be a forced turnover once again for the Lions.
Landis left open, can't do that, and it's halfway down.
Just rimmed out also. Watch him double her in the corner.
The rebound pulled down by Flinnow. Flinnow misses badly. Can be out of bounds to West Linn.
I'm surprised more teams don't try to attack the backside when West Linn plays that half-court trap. Because they always try to force it. Teams always try to get it to the left side, and they get it down low, and on the backside, that jump shot is almost always open.
It's just beating the goal of the press is to take away the first pass. And if you can beat that first pass backdoor, and you got an easy basket.
Well, that's going to be the difference between a team. Like, no offense to this team, but that is definitely going to be the difference between this team and Oregon City Jesuit. And this team actually beat Jesuit, I think, just a couple weeks ago.
They did on the 19th of February. Can't believe it's March already, Super Tuesday today. The year goes by fast.
March Madness coming up.
Yeah.
Best time of the year.
Hoping Oregon State can do something in this tournament, as a pushing foul is going to go on Caitlin Malvar.
That's her first, I believe. 1:02 remaining in the first quarter. Westland up 8-6 on the Westview Wildcats. For anybody just joining in, I'm Parker Edwards.
I'm Roy Bialostowski.
And so far, Westland is actually slowing the game down quite a bit. A lot more than I at least expected.
This quarter seems like it's been going on a long time, as Tara Davis in there now.
And I think they're going to call out of bounds. Westland will get the ball back. Great defensive pressure from the Lions in this first quarter. This is where Pritchard is looking for that open pass.
And Malvar goes down hard.
And I'm surprised there was no foul on that play. Malvar definitely wanted one, but it will be Lions ball. 46 remaining in the first quarter.
Watch Rudiger underneath to see get this in the post.
And it's looking towards Malvar. Malvar with a three. That's just off.
Davis enters it inside. Meyer can't hit it.
Either team can make a shot.
Those high percentage looks not going down. That's part of the reason why it's 8-6 here. Very low scoring.
We're under 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And you are absolutely right. We only have 14 points combined.
We're looking at a 30 to 20 something game.
Girls basketball games, you look at the scores around the state, they're usually pretty low scoring, under 50 points. And do you chalk that up to the defense or the lack of offense?
And Lexi just misses long. Rebounded by Thames. Tries to split the double, risky pass back to Davis, who shoots in way off. Bad three-point shooting, bad everything so far. It's 8-6 at the end of one.
Well, she made it, yeah, but it was definitely too late. At the end of one, just like Roy said, 8-6.
We'll be back after the break.
Welcome back to Westland High School, where your score is 8-6. Westland beating Westview. And we're getting ready for Rudiger to inbound the ball. Rory, really low scoring, low pace game. Do you think Westland needs to change it? Because obviously, I mean, they're 12 and Westview is 22. So I expected this to be a little more spread out than it is at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at their records this morning, and Coach DeBrule said he doesn't look at the records, but they're having even records, so I kind of expected it to be
Closer?
a very close game. And as he said, I mean, I can't understand why there's such a big difference in the seeding situation.
Especially since they just beat the #1 team.
Not many teams beat Jesuit. As Cameron Jones.
Jesuit was nationally ranked at one point.
Yeah.
Girls basketball, I know last year they were even stronger. They lost a lot of seniors. But this year, they did not lose too many. Cameron Jones about to shoot her first free throw. That one is in. 1 point Lions lead.
This game seems like it's going by so slow. Just 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the second quarter.
Which is surprising because there hasn't been that much scoring, so the clock isn't stopping as often as normal games. Byram hits a three. 11-8, West Linn over Westview.
That's a good sign. She passes it to the coach.
Another turnover for Westview.
And Byram getting that three-pointer, good sign for West Linn because she scores a lot of their points, especially in these low-scoring games.
Just thinking, inbounding, I was watching the, it was Houston.
Swan hits the three.
Houston and Minnesota last night, and Houston had a chance to win the game, and they had a 5-second violation right out of the timeout.
You're talking NBA?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I'm glad Houston lost. We need them to lose. Playoff seeding.
That would be big. Right now, I think they're 9th seed.
Yeah. They're not good. As Byram gets the steal, and she'll take this. And a foul called. Surprising that she called that foul.
They haven't been calling it too often.
I think she just missed that layup, got too far into the basket.
West Linn only has they have 3 6-feet players. Sorry, they have a 6-foot freshman on the roster.
Is that Sabrina?
Yep, Sabrina Van Beem, number 23. I think she's sitting to the far left on the bench right now.
Kennedy's so good at creating contact. That's what makes her, in my opinion, one of the best players on this team. Her and Lexi good in different ways.
Lions playing good pressure on defense. Almost caused a turnover right there.
And there's a trap, and it's tipped in the backcourt though.
I'm surprised that was not called backcourt because it did not look like West Linn actually got a hand on it.
And Timms misses. Back tip though. Also number 22, Flinna. And that's out of bounds.
West Linn ball.
That pressure getting to Westview a little bit here. Saw the ball head flying to the backcourt a couple times.
The nice thing about having a really young team in West Linn is they're going to put all their effort every single game.
22nd timeout taken by Westview. Talk things over as this game's starting to open up. Feels like a big lead when it's 7 in a low-scoring game like this.
West Linn's lead is bigger than the points that Westview had all in the first quarter.
So 15-8 here coming out of the timeout.
Malvar is going to inbound it to Pritchard. Pritchard has actually been pretty quiet this game so far. They're trying to get it to Malvar, and she's going to be blocked. West Linn ball. (14-10) the Lions would be after winning this game. It's actually a pretty good record for being such a young team.
Fulcher with a nice hook shot. Didn't think that one would go in. Looks so unconventional. But Mason Plumlee of the Blazers also has one of those unconventional hook shots.
He was missing him tonight, though, and Ed Davis bailed him out like he always does. I've got to say, the most underrated player right now on the Blazers roster has to be Mo Harkless, though.
Yeah, finally getting some press, but as they always say, Orlando gave him up for a second-round pick, which is basically saying you can have him.
Pretty
now look at what he's doing. Neil O'Shea makes himself look good, and it makes the Orlando management look terrible.
I guess the Blazers did get rid of Patty Mills, though, who went to San Antonio and absolutely killed it.
Yeah, for 4 of his 5 seasons, I believe he's been in the NBA 5 seasons. He's at a 50-win team.
Right. And he plays a lot, too.
5 or 8 seasons, I believe. I saw the stat.
He sits right up at the point, shoots threes.
I am not a Spurs fan. I do not like LaMarcus Aldridge anymore.
Could you imagine what would have happened if, like, we had drafted anybody else in, like, prior years? You think of, we could have got Michael Jordan, obviously.
Yeah. Here's Byram for 3. Rare miss. She was wide open.
And it's going to be a battle for the rebound again.
Oh.
And they're going to call a loose ball foul.
That's a horrible call. That is a bad call by the official. Just to fight for the rebound. And they
you can hear this parent section. I guess, I mean, there is no student section to cheer them on, except parents definitely booing that one.
Gonna call a foul, call a jump ball. But Westland appears to get it back off a turnover. And
There's Byram. Finally, she makes a 3, and that's going to give them a 10-point lead with under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Look at this press. Oh.
They're going to call another foul. Callie Burkhartsmeyer with her first.
Don't want to channel my inner Mike Rice, but so far, it would appear that she just fell down there, and they're going to put him in the penalty here, 1-1, so it could be a costly call. Mike Rice, as you may know, only announcer ever to get ejected from an NBA game.
Really? Ejected? What did he do?
Thrown out by the referee for making a choking gesture at Steve Javie when he was on one of his tirades. Steve Javie, one of the most short-tempered officials in the history of the NBA, and he's now an analyst for ESPN, the Mike Carey of the NBA. And he did the choking gesture from the broadcast booth down the courtside, and
that'll get you ejected.
Yeah.
The only broadcaster ever to get ejected.
Yeah, and you think about it, NBA's been around for many, many years, many broadcasters, and he's the only one. But that's fitting. It's Mike Rice's personality.
I do have to say, it'd be really tough for me to be able to go to a Houston Rockets game and sit on the sidelines watching James Harden take 5 steps every single time he gets the ball.
Yeah. And turnover, the press really working out.
Finally, they call a foul. Malball will be sent to the line for 2.
The press just unbelievable. All of a sudden in the second quarter, they turned on this full court press and clamped down. And Westview struggling to get it past half court now.
Here's Malbar getting ready to shoot her first. That one is going to be in 24-12. 4:13 remaining in the second quarter. And she rims off on her second.
Such a leader.
Free throw shooting has actually been pretty reliable for the Lions this season. There's Malvar making up for a miss, getting another turnover for this Lady Lions team. Malvar with a 3. And she's going to sink it.
And this is not good for Westview. They can't even get the ball.
27-12. And another turnover for the Wildcats.
It's tough when you look at what's happening on these presses. Westview is so bunched up in the backcourt that they have nowhere to go with the ball when they get it inbounds.
Westland does spread out the defense very well. Has to be due to their leadership out on the court. Every single player taking responsibility.
I mean, even when Caitlin missed that free throw, she was yelling where it was going to go off the rebound.
They're always looking to respond off their mistakes. And it's Byram in the corner. That one's going to be just off. Westview with the rebound. Oh my. That's a first.
Just went off the ankle of Tara Davis. Don't know how that pass ended up hitting her ankle, but
Mariah Figueroa, number 20, will come into the game for the Wildcats.
any relation to the Figueroa twins here?
No.
Okay. And here's Timms taking matters into her own hands, but missing badly.
Byram again with the ball on the right side. Puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. Sent to the line for two with 3:01 remaining in the second quarter. For anybody just joining, I'm Parker Edwards.
I'm Roy Bielostowski.
And we are in for a pretty good Westland postseason, if everything goes like it is this evening. Up 27-12.
I would expect no less from the boys team tomorrow, but you never know. It'd be a historic upset.
Remember, when I was in 8th grade, they Westland upset Lake Oswego, who was a heavy favorite.
I do vaguely remember. Wasn't a big high school sports fan. I used to say I hated high school sports.
And that is another turnover for the Wildcats. Yeah, unless you play the sport. I guess I was always really into Westland football, but basketball definitely really wasn't on my radar at that point. Look at Pritchard. Take matters into her own hands, and she's going to get the end one.
Unconventional basket, but she'll take it, I'm sure.
They're up 21 points in the second quarter.
It was 8-6 at the end of one. So
well, Westview's doubled their points. Hey,
they can double their points all night, but Westland can triple or quadruple theirs. And
it's got to be tough. Both coaches, first year. And Pritchard will sink her free throw, 34-12. Can Westview even get it past half court this time? They do.
Their coach needs to take a timeout as Timms hits it. Their coach needs to take a timeout to talk about how to beat that press. They're not spreading it out correctly.
Interestingly enough, that was the backside that was wide open. They will call a travel on Pritchard.
And Lexi's brother in attendance down there, Peyton, along with her parents.
When you're good enough to just show up to a basketball game and you get recognized by the people up in the booth, you know you are for real.
They'll probably start, I would think. Figueroa misses badly.
At Oregon?
Yeah.
We'll see. They're getting a cowl. Oh, wow. That was loud. They're getting it's either a Cal transfer or, oh, no. It's UConn. They're getting a transfer. He's going to be a redshirt senior next year playing point guard, so I don't think he'll start his freshman year.
Dang. See, I just read an article that was talking about how they needed him.
Right.
They lost a couple games. And I just assumed off that.
But
there
they're
was
ninth
nothing
in the
there.
country now.
Yeah.
They're going to be in number 1 or 2 seed.
I don't agree with that, honestly. You lose games to bad teams. They lost to Cal. They lost to Stanford. Are those teams going to the tournament?
I know that Cal is definitely in the conversation. I don't know about Stanford.
You lose to bad teams and you keep the second seed. Sometimes the seeding just doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, going into tournament time, it'll be interesting to see who they put in there and who they keep out. Obviously, you got some question teams. Vanderbilt, LSU,
State.
Portland State, definitely.
Oregon State.
What?
Oregon State.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. But they're on the bubble at just 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, especially with teams like LSU. I mean, they have Antonio Blankley and Ben Simmons. OSAA.org is the online home of the OSAA Basketball State Championships. The official website of the OSAA has updated rosters and brackets, plus links to purchase tickets and souvenir merchandise. You can also find year-by-year results from past basketball state championships and leagues to media coverage just like ours throughout the state. And also be sure to visit OSAA.org for more information. I know that I use that site almost every day to prepare for games.
Yeah.
And I know you do too.
Valuable site. All these rosters with information about the past games. And this game all of a sudden has turned into sort of a blowout. It's Westland having their will with that press.
And there is Kennedy Byram with another shot. 40. It should be 41-19, unless they updated the scores before she even made the basket. They will call travel. 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Westland up 39-19 on Westview.
Watch those handles. Figueroa's off balance on defense.
Well, you know Pritchard's got him. And that one is airballed by Kaylin Malvar. Not too often you see that. .33 seconds remaining. It's that inside pressure.
Leslie Curtis, 6'3" junior, tallest player on Westview.
You have to look at that assist from Alexis Meyer also. Number 3.
Pritchard gets it in. What a shot.
Off balance layup.
Got that circus shot and one. Time
2 seconds left. And that one
off the mark by 10.
Out. At the end of the first half, your score is 41-21. West Linn up 20 points on the Westview Wildcats. I'm Parker Edwards.
I'm Roy Bielostowski.
And we will see you right after this break.
Welcome back to Westland High School, 41-21 at the start of the third quarter here, playoff basketball.
So far, we've seen a pretty dominating game from the Lions. Not much fight from the Wildcats. Obviously, it was 8-6 after the first quarter. So I think we could be in for a better second half. Les Schwab is a proud supporter of Oregon High School athletics. At the Les Schwab Tire Center, they are proud to be in business for over 50 years with more than 400 stores throughout the West. There is a Les Schwab Tire Center close by. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. It's interesting that we read that off. We were on our way to Idaho, and we were pulling our boat behind us, and our tires blew out, and we had to stay overnight. And they actually towed our trailer from the Dalles all the way back to our house, which was really cool. Yeah, for free, totally free. So that's my Les Schwab story. It's my favorite commercials.
Yeah.
That the weird Doritos commercial with the dog. Oh, she just got laid out.
Dirty foul by Kennedy Fulcher.
Know that Westland is pretty good at football. Didn't know that we were going to bring that kind of style of defense into this game, but looks like it will be a priority for the Lions.
Oh, nice steal by Brianna Tim, sorry.
She's been pretty quiet throughout the game. All players for Westview, I guess, have been, but looking to make more of an impact in the second half.
And Westland, the official's going to put Westland in foul trouble. 26 seconds in.
C. DeBoule is not happy with that foul call.
Fulcher just picked up 2, I believe. Maybe that was on Byram, but.
In the first 30 seconds.
Tim's handling the point for most of this game. And that's Ishii inside to Myers.
Watch out for, there's Myers, he's getting at the end one. If the Wildcats want to get, if the Wildcats want to get back into this game, they've got to do it pretty early. Down 18.
Well, if you get into the penalty early in the half, then beneficial, play more aggressive.
It's all about momentum. Kennedy Byram coming up to the right side. She's got Fulcher to her left, and it looks like Rudiger's going to come up and set the pick. Here's Pritchard looking inside, and there's going to be the foul. She will be sent to the line for 2. I believe that she's been to the free throw lines at least 3 or 4 times tonight, missing 1. Pritchard shoots her first attempt for Westland's first points of the half. Now up to an 18-point lead for the Lady Lions. Here is Pritchard for a second. She puts that one up, and it's in. No, it just rims off. Looks like Rudiger was thrown down near the hoop.
This game is getting a little bit more dirty here in this third quarter.
Well, it's win or lose for either team. I guess that was probably one of the more cliche things I've ever said. I meant to say win or go home. Win or lose.
Well, that is how it is.
I guess so. Byron turns it over. Westview coming out with the defensive pressure in the second half. That's going to be a jump shot early, and it's not even close. Trying to push it up the floor to Byron. Byron with an opportunity. She's going to try to save it, and that's going to be an ad one. Kennedy Fulcher will be sent to the line.
It's just a weak foul. Shouldn't have done that. If you're Ichi, no need to do that. And if you're going to foul her, you got to make sure she doesn't get that bucket. She just touches her and gets the foul.
Well, the Wildcats look like they had a little bit of momentum coming out of the break. And Wes Linn is going to come right back and respond. Sent to the free throw line, and she's going to put it up. It is good. Back to a 21-point lead for the Lions. 6:24 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Meyer.
Look for Timms to get going.
And there she is, calling for the ball. They're going to get it right back to Meyer. Timms now with the ball, just like he said, and there's the jump shot is good.
And Pritchard just pulls up, and I thought Tara Davis came under her a little bit there, but
didn't quite give her room to land.
Surprised she doesn't really miss three-point shots that bad.
See Kevin Mills on the right side. He is our principal at Westland, and they will call, I believe, an offensive foul. Or 5 second. Not quite sure what they called. They're going to play a full court trap. Trying to get it to the left side. Here's Meyer. Yeah, that's a three from number 22. The full, oh, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Fleno.
There you go. And Caitlin Melbar is going to come right back at him.
Westview's defense has to clamp down or they're not going to get back in this game. Can't trade buckets at this point.
Here's Thomas, and that's going to be good.
And they got to get a stop here.
Look at McConnell trying to play good defense on Pritchard. And it will be out of bounds. That's a brutal call.
Good defense. Their season's going to end if they don't come out with the win here, so why not play more aggressive?
Flynn on to Meyer. Right to Davis. Davis looking towards the inside. She's going to go up with a shot. And it is number 21, Bria Thomas. And Lori, it's 47-32. Westview sent to the line. They could make this a little more of an interesting game. 14 points. It's a possibility. Looks like Kia Wheeler will come into the game.
And Brianna Timms.
Maybe try to guard that inside a little more. Very tall.
Timms is going to try to get it going here. Nice offensive rebound by Myers. There's Tara Davis. Gotta hit that.
There's Thomas trying to go up with it. She's going to be fouled. Set to the line for two. 47-35 now. And there was a little bit of a miscommunication, I think, on the scoreboard. Sorry, 47-32. That makes a lot more sense.
They're getting Fulton in foul trouble here. That is sad to see.
You can hear Colin Squires, the loudest player, lacrosse player over there. They just got done with tryouts.
I love him. He's so funny. Went to an away game in Canby, and he was shouting out facts about Cougars, because they're the Canby Cougars.
Right.
And this defense, all of a sudden, great for Westview.
Yeah, you see some of the students over there just tried out for lacrosse, obviously. Colin Squires, I would assume he's going to make it. He is committed to Denver University, signed to Denver University. Just won a national title. So I think it's a pretty safe bet that he will make the team.
I hope Mitch Peterson makes varsity.
He's a really good face-off guy. I'd definitely watch out. Westlake now only an 11-point lead. 10 points cut off from that original halftime lead. Here's Pritchard. You can feel the energy in the room change just a little bit. That's going to be a turnover.
Just a loud parrot section. Unfortunately, our crowd mic is right above them, so when they start yelling, it goes right into our ears.
And into yours. McConnell now passing to Davis. Davis looking for an outlet down low. She's going to go to her, and that's going to be Thomas with another shot. And she's going to get her own rebound. Try to get it up top.
Coach D needs to take a timeout. This is not going well. They're getting everything they want.
Well, they're really getting those 3-point shots. Look for Thomas off that pick. Try to get it down to Meyer. Meyer now doubled in the corner. And that's a 3 from Westview. And it's good.
Just going to let him play.
8-point game. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is loud.
Byron.
And Byron is going to silence this parent section.
They needed that. Lead slowly dwindling down. It was single digits. But now they give an open shot to McConnell.
And that's going to be off. This is where you got to press it. Here's Malbar. Trying to go up and she should. Oh my. They called it jump ball. It's a good call by the referee.
It wasn't a lockup.
And they're going to give it to the Westview Wildcats, who are now only down 11 points. They were down 8 just a moment ago before Byram hit the 3. Linn trying to get it up to Davis. Davis driving to her right hand. And watch out for Meyer to McConnell. Looking right back to Davis. Westland playing some great perimeter defense, and they're going to give it right to Westland.
How do you travel on a pass?
That's a good question. I guess she must have shuffled her feet. Westland needs to capitalize on that turnover. Put some points up on the board.
Getting closer. But girls' games are more competitive than guys' games.
For sure. It's an 11-point game after like 2 minutes of the boys' game.
It's Lexi.
Meyer with the rebound. To Davis. Davis dribbling up the court, looking to her left, going right to Meyer.
There's Tim putting it in. All of a sudden, this defense has gone away. That's why I said he needs to take a timeout, talk it over. Kennedy Byron doesn't think she touched that one.
I think these officials are falling into the emotion of the crowd right now. They're definitely getting into the game. Do you remember the game where the official was throwing the flags towards midfield? I'm surprised he was not an Oscar nominee the other night.
That was Roosevelt. The first playoff game where they put in that big Mac, as he called him.
Yes, we did.
And they just ran it up the middle.
That is going to be put in. Timms, what a game so far. Cutting this lead all the way down to 7 points. Early in the second quarter was the last time this team was within single digits.
It's not a good quarter. DeBrule not happy. You see it on his face.
Well, watch Davis. He's going to let that one go out of bounds. 31 seconds left in the third quarter. We now have quite a game. 7 points. 50-43. The Westland Lions lead the Westview Wildcats. I'm here with Rory Bialystowski. Make sure to check out all the Westland High School sporting events. I guess other events as well. Caitlin Malbar getting ready to inbound it. Here's Kia Wheeler up top. Not usually the one to get the rebound. Sorry, the inbound from Malbar, but she was the only one open. Here's the high pick. Pick and roll. Pritchard passing to the right. And that's going to be another 3. Oh, and that's just off. At the end of 3, 53-43, the Westview Wildcats have narrowed the gap down to 10 points. I'm here with Roy Bialystowski and I'm Parker Edwards. We will be right back after the break.
Earn rewards, exclusive discounts, and preferred rates with a U.S. Bank package. Choose a silver, gold, or platinum checking and create a package with the features that are right for you. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. See Banker for details at your local bank branch. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank, National Association, NA, and they are a member of the FDIC. Reading off the script, a few errors.
That's okay, dude. It's U.S. Bank. Best banking
Whoever
out there.
wrote this left out words.
We do have a list of 11 sponsors, and each one definitely contributes to basketball for Westland and other teams around the state. And they're going to give the ball right back to the Westview Wildcats. Here's Tibbs getting ready to inbound it.
Another turnover.
Davis, watch out for her. She's got Pritchard.
They went away from that press, and
They're going to call it travel.
they stopped pressing full court, and that's allowed Westview to just get what they want. Move that ball up across half court, and I can't understand why Westland went away from that strategy as Megan Swan checks back in for Lexi.
Here's Malbar. Watch out for her to take over this game. You can see that Timms is playing some pretty tight defense on her. Watch for Swan off the pick and roll, and it's going to be turned over by Kennedy Byron.
Gotta
Timms
get back. Gotta get back or you're gonna foul, and good job.
Malbar dribbling up the court. She's looking to her right towards Byram. Byram has been pretty hot from the three-point range, and she's going to be stuffed on the inside. Well, we praise her on the three-point shots. She tries to go inside, and she gets rejected. Malvar looking to her right, now looking to her left. Trying to get open. And Timms has been playing some pretty tight defense on her all night long. And Byram almost gets to take it away from her once again. And Westland's going to call timeout. 6:39, 53 to 43. The Lions are beating the Wildcats. Westview has just over 6 minutes to come back into this game, down 10 on Park Edwards here with Rory Bialystowski, and I think that we're going to be in for one heck of a finish if Westview can gain some momentum. Here's Swan getting ready to inbound the ball. Malvar to her right, she is going to get the inbounds. And ball movement for Westland has definitely been a key. Wheeler with it on the inside, looking back out to Malvar. Malvar with a three, it's just off.
Tim's in there, and Tim's will be a big part in the 21. And of this fourth quarter.
Meyer, number 3, had the assist on that one. And, I mean, she has definitely been a big part of this offense. Distributing the ball very well as shooting it.
And this misses. And a jump ball, that'll be West Linn. I believe.
I guess not.
I mean, there was a
jump ball earlier where I could have sworn they gave it to Westview.
There hasn't been more than one jump ball in this game, and they gave that one to Westview before. So the person down at the table
forgot to switch it. Either way, Davis calling for the ball on the left. She will get it. And they will call another travel on a pass. They're shuffling their feet before they get rid of the ball. They're already making a move to the basket.
Sloppy.
42 switch. This will learn their play. Looks like they're going to try to get it down the left side, and it will be Fulcher with a foul. Sensible line for 2.
I don't know what Alexis Myers doing there. She let Kennedy Fulcher walk right to the basket and didn't help. And that's going to probably give 2 points to West Linn. Just walked right into the lane, right to the basket, put it up and got fouled. Missed the free throw.
Free throw shooting pretty reliable from the Lions tonight. It has not been. We've seen a lot of Pritchard at the free throw line, and she's still in there. I don't think she's actually come out of the game. But she's going to make a second. 9-point lead. 5:30 left in the game.
Unnecessary.
That's going to be Alexis Meyer, who's going to be sent to the free throw line after the great effort to get towards the rim. Watch out for Pritchard. West Linn will try to press if they get the rebound, and they're not going to. McConnell is going to turn it over.
Good steal there. And a nice save. I think the 22 Nicole Flynn, but West Linn gets it back. Fulcher.
They're going to call a foul.
Student section filled up after lacrosse tryouts. Now, is that Khalil Monson down there?
I believe it is.
And does he play lacrosse?
He does not.
Okay.
He's pretty highly recruited, actually, in the state for football. I know that he was on a visit to Portland State earlier this year.
Yeah, he was great.
You see some other football players, Jake Myson, Ben Gans, Anthony Williams.
I believe that's Elijah Gaunt, too, but he doesn't play football. He may. Rumor has it that he's thinking about it.
Well, both teams not really shooting the ball too impressively. They're finding good shots in the rim, around the rim, sorry.
It's amazing. We saw this game 8-6 after one, and it's 55-47, and we're not even halfway through the fourth, so they figured it out.
And now it's only an 8-point game. West Linn getting ready to come out of the timeout. See the referee talking to West Linn's coach. You gotta wonder, will they let these teams play physical in the final 5 minutes? I would really hope so. As Fulcher is sent to the free throw line. He's gonna miss it.
Gonna be off of number 15 Ishii. Good call by the official.
Navar getting ready to inbound, looking towards Pritchard, and they do get it off. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. West Linn 55, Westview 47. Pritchard taking the jump shot, and that one's going to be banked and rimmed off. Westview with a rebound, looking towards Meyer, and she is going to be blocked, I believe. That's
got
hustle.
that.
Yep, that is hustle basketball by the youngest Pritchard. Melbar with a shot. She's going to make it. 10-point lead for the Lions.
It was an important basket, and they got back to that press. That's what they needed to do. Good adjustment by Coach D.
Once again, it is number 21 with the basket. Pritchard passing to Byron. Byron coming down the lane, looking towards Burkhartsmeyer, and that one's going to be airballed. But it does look like Fulcher with the rebound, and she's going to put it up and in. Right back to 12 points. Under 4 minutes. Meyer looking towards her left, throwing it all the way back to she, and that's going to be put up and in.
McConnell.
That's her 6th point of the game. Malbar looking down to Fulcher, it's just off. And they're going to call foul.
Late whistle.
On Kelly Burkhartsmeyer, Westview ball.
Did you watch any of the Blazers and Knicks?
What?
Did you watch any of the Blazers and Knicks?
Yeah, I watched the very beginning of it.
Did you see where they called that guy made the shot?
Yeah.
And then
I know exactly what you're talking about.
15 seconds later, the ref called the M1.
Yeah,
as they
calls.
brought it up the court. And that puts him in a penalty, 1-on-1 bonus.
And she's going to miss it, but they do get the rebound. Meyer finally corrals it, and I think it's Thomas. That's on the right side.
Big possession. Puts it on the floor, nice move, but misses it.
And Meyer just cannot get anything to go, and it is Westland ball. Only the best cover materials are used to create Wilson basketballs. Their exclusive microfiber composite leather provides the ultimate in feel and control. That is why they are the official basketball of the Oregon School Activities Association, and make sure to visit them online at wilson.com. They have been very generous to the Westland program. I know that they donated a lot of basketballs the past couple years.
It's interesting, we've never had to read out sponsors before.
We never have.
This is the first time.
And we still have 2 more to go. Fulcher gets the loose ball. She's going to put it up, and it's no good. Meyer with the rebound. Coming down is Thomas. And it's Ishii fighting for the loose ball. Trying to gain possession. Thomas looking towards the left, and just nothing is there.
Nice jump defense.
And they're going to call timeout. It's only an 8-point game, Rory. Westland up against the Westview Wildcats. Impressive game from both teams. And their next game is going to be versus the dreaded Oregon City Pioneers.
They're good.
The Dairy Farmers of Oregon are proud to announce that delicious, nutritious milk is named the official beverage of the Oregon Schools Activities Association. All kinds of kids win because of milk around here is all kinds of good. That's just one reason why the milk was named the official beverage of the OSAA. The message brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Oregon. Gotta love milk. I know Rory drinks a lot of milk. When I think of milk, I think of the Chick-fil-A commercial. The Eat More Chicken. That was an unpaid shout out right there to Chick-fil-A. They're actually opening another one.
Here?
Yeah, they're opening it, I think, over by Tualatin Sherwood exit. I'm extremely excited.
Never had it.
They're accepting job applications also. I cannot believe you've never had Chick-fil-A.
You gonna apply?
No. I got too much broadcasting on my hands, you know.
Nice steal.
Trying to get it up to Pritchard. They do, and she's going to lay it up and in.
And that might do it.
Well, it's now under 2 minutes, and Westland's up 10. Can they continue on to the second round of the OSAA playoffs? They were eliminated pretty quickly last year. Granted, it was a team full of freshmen. And we're going to see if Thomas has anything to do with that.
She's got to shoot that.
Rebound to Byron.
Slow it down.
Alvar. They've got to get it around.
This was a hard-fought game by both teams. Nice to watch. Refreshing to see a game that's not a blowout.
West Linn is going to call a timeout. 1:18 left in the game. Referees have actually done a great job calling it pretty evenly.
The Oregonian, the Northwest's largest daily circulation newspaper, is proud to sponsor the Oregonian Cup. This prestigious award is presented to the school in each classification with the best all-around performance in academics, activities, athletics, and sportsmanship throughout the entire school year. Look for the winter standings in the Oregonian and at osaa.org in early April.
And I think that should do it, I think, for our whatever, yeah, I don't even know what you call these. Are these sponsors or are these?
OSAA sponsors.
There you go. I guess that comes when you come into the playoffs. Foul going to be called. Lexi Pritchard.
Here we go.
This is where they foul every single time Westland touches the ball.
Not going to work if you foul her, though. She's a pretty good free throw shooter when it comes down to it.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our producer, Zach Steinberg, and the man on the camera, Kyle Schwartz.
And Derek, statistician.
There you go. He's over there uploading stats. You can go check them out, actually, at NFHS Network. If you're watching this, you're probably already there.
That goes right to the box score somewhere on there.
Kyle is actually ranked in the top 10 in economics right now in the Market Watch. Looking for a career possibly in doing the stocks.
It's a gamble of a career.
It's okay, I'm in the top 5. That's all that matters. I'll teach Kyle a couple things.
It works. If you're good, it works.
You just gotta love guessing, you know? We're really gonna miss these seniors next year. Talking about the ones on the basketball court. Totally kidding.
I'll miss Caitlin. Nice lady. Always says hi. Energetic.
We used to play basketball every day in court sports my freshman year. And I remember getting blocked every single time I tried to shoot it. Let me tell you, it's not as bad as playing with Peyton, though. Oh, my goodness. Kid will dunk on you and the whole deal. And that's another foul. Oh, sorry, another turnover. My bad, and that's going to be laid up in there. Lexi Pritchard. She's left-handed.
No. but she works on the left-handed move.
Obviously, her brother does the same.
It's a key if you want to go to the next level. You have to be able to make it equally with both hands at the rim. You look at the NBA players, WNBA players, they can all switch hands, shoot with both hands very easily. Let's see if they let him dribble it out.
They're going to foul him.
Coach D took a timeout there, 22nd, I believe.
That's good. That's the last thing we need right now is free throws.
A full timeout.
Peyton Pritchard walking out of the stadium, if you want to call it that, here at Westland, watching his sister do a very good job, both shooting and distributing the ball. And you know it's over when the best player in the state walks out. Both coaching staff pretty young. I know that Rory was commenting on them.
On what?
The coaching staffs.
Love Coach D's pink tie.
Here's Westview. Maybe trying to shoot for their lives, and I think they're just going to dribble it out. Under 10 seconds left. It'll be up and in. And the Westland Lions will move on to the second round of the OSAA playoff. Special thanks to OSA title sponsors US Bank and Les Schwab Tires. Please visit osaa.com for updated basketball state championship brackets, locations, and times. The OSAA thanks you for your support of high school activities and encourages you to have a safe week. We will be back tomorrow, 7:30 at the boys game. Thank you so much. Bye.